Let's get, oh no. Reading. Ooh, okay. Wow. Look at this bad boy. Or girl in this event. Look at this baddie. So we've got the Queen of Pentacles today. This is really a beautiful card. I'm just going to kind of pull it closer for us to take a better look because of how much detail there is here. And honestly, this is useful for me too. I'm just seeing so much stuff within this card, right? So we've got the kind of flowers all around. We've got her throne that is intensely ornate with looks like little like cherubs or something in the background of her throne, as well as here. So we can see that, which is honestly on par for a lot of like the kind of queen energy here. We've got I can't really tell what this is, but we've got a goat here, which is like kind of homestead-ish. We've also got this like beautiful, luscious field behind her with all kinds of flowers and wildlife and like undulation in the landscape with mountains and rivers in the background. This is just a really ornate card and one that has so much life in it. We've got a rabbit here kind of prancing in the front. All the while we have center stage the queen and the pentacle that is in her hands. Now I think the interesting thing here, again, we'll kind of like revisit, pentacles are the results of our energy spent, right? They're money. And so usually this is financial, this is wealth in some way, not necessarily monetarily wealth, but still like wealth of the results of your work, right? And the queen, as we know, is a court card. This is one that challenges us to not only look at ourselves, but look at our kingdom. And it is also the queen. So it is very like a nurturing energy. It's like care. It is compassion. It is gentle fostering. It is support. It is exactly what it looks like to cradle something, right? To hold it with care. Queens are I've mentioned this before, are my favorite court card for sure. I was raised by many queens and think of them fondly, right? And do really resonate with that energy of nurturing care for whatever it is, right? I think what I'm getting from this card very loudly is that this is like care for money and care for wealth and care for stability in a way that is not greedy, in a way that is very much creating your life that you want, right? Thinking about getting to this place. Court cards so often can be a goal for us rather than a description of where we are. Sometimes it can be a description of where we are too, right? Maybe you hold your kind of your life that you are creating or that you have created, that you hold it tenderly, that you hold this with care, and this is something that really means something to you. Certainly, I think for so many of us in some way, this is true, right? We have worked, we have gathered some of the rewards of our work, and we are creating a life that is moving towards us being this queen, right? Us being the person who is creating the life with our rewards, with our bounty. I think that there's something really aspirational in this card, and that we could all aspire to think about money and finances and wealth in this way, in a way that is gentle and kind and about the results of what those rewards can do for our life, can do for our family, can do for our home, right? Can do for creating this beautiful, bountiful, natural scene, right? Wherein this looks like support. This looks like a blend of what we gain from our work blended with the natural world around it and the life that we are actively and carefully creating. I think we can consider today our relationship to money in that way. What are we using it for? What does it bring to our life that enriches our life? You know, what does it do that it lifts us up and also helps us create this scene of care, this scene of life bringing, right? I also want us to consider like what it would look like to gently hold on to the idea of wealth. I think so much of our cultures in the world are built around, certainly the Western cultures are built around accrual of wealth, one that it looks a little bit more aggressive than this, right? It looks like reaching out and taking. It looks like grinding until you have it, compiling, and sometimes having to thwart others for yours. And right, like I think it can look like a little bit more cutthroat. And this is a scene in which we see no competition. We see no hard moves. We see only a gentleness, right? What if we held money in this way as the means to the end, right? As a thing that deserves care, that deserves consideration, that deserves nurturing. In this way, it blends in so seamlessly with the natural world in this card. So it's one of the ones that makes this idea of maybe it's not just money, right? Maybe this is just the results of our work. Maybe this is just the results of our energy poured in. This also can be not the actual monetary wealth that is created, but the life wealth, the one that provides a lot to our lives and helps us provide it to others. I really admire the folks who feel like money comes and goes, and that the more goes out, the more comes in, and that it is something to be used to provide care, not always just to yourself or yours, but also others, right? Just total others, unknown others, or newly met others, right? It is a thing that can provide comfort, that can provide home, that can provide community. And I think holding it loosely in this way, we can see the benefits of that just within this picture. So this is very much like a goal card for me and for us to be thinking about as we're going through our day of like, what would this image look like if we held money in this way, not so tightly, not so like it's ours, like I got it, like gotta hold this. Like, what if we look at it as exactly what it is, the tool for providing comfort and joy and opportunity and life for ourselves and the world around us, rather than having it be I have to protect this. This is my resource. I got to keep this. I got to hold on to it. What if it is just holding it in a nurturing way, seeing it as a seed that is getting planted into this fertile field that will then grow into something beautiful for you or someone else, or something that will stay long past whenever we are here to help provide that life and comfort and support for others. Just something to think about today. It's always fun to challenge our relationship to money with something that is so loudly a part of every one of our lives, whether it's having it, not having it, needing it, wanting to get it, wanting to provide ourselves with more, wanting to provide others with more, right? It's always there. It is ever present. So it certainly is interesting to be thinking about what relationship we have to it and how we can amend our relationship to it in order to make a healthier self, right? In order to make a happier self. As always, thank you for being here. This is so fun to start our mornings together. I hope you are just chewing on this stuff all day, and I hope it is bringing you a lot of joy and light in your days. I'll look forward to seeing y'all again tomorrow. Terror Dad is out.